Good morning all of you. Today I explain you a new chapter, that is forest are lifeline. And what do you know about forest? So forest is a large area covered by land, and there is a many several species we found of trees, plants, number of trees we found, plants, shrubs, herbs. So it is a natural habitat for many different kinds of plants and animals. Forest provides foods and shelters for animals and microorganisms also. You all know microorganisms. What are microorganisms? Like fungi, bacteria. Some common animals found in forest are that is lion, tiger, elephant, monkey, deer, zebra, jackal, bison, porcupine, crocodile, etc. So these are the animals who found in the forest, and it covers 50% of the land. Okay, we found many things. Forest give us many things: medicine, food, shelters. It gives us wood also. By using wood we make handicraft items, furniture, and many other things. So forest is a natural habitat, and it is a home for many different kinds of animals. Here see the pictures. These are the different kinds of plants. We see teak, bamboo, fig, shisham, sal, neem, amla, and kachnar. So here's some kind of types of plants found in the forest are trees like teak, bamboo, fig, seal, shisham. And we find many different types of plants also, or many breeds or species also we find in the forest. So there is one more factor: forest maintain the temperature also of our climate. Forest balance the ecosystem also. Okay, it maintains the temperature also. So now components of forest. What is the component of forest? So here the living organisms in forest are plants, animals, and decomposers. These are the components. Non-living environment in a forest consists of soil, water, and air. These are the non-living, and these are living that we found in the forest, and both are interdependent on each other. Both are dependent on each other. Forest and animals both are dependent on each other by exchange of gases also. Plants release carbon dioxide, so animals need oxygen. Okay, if plants release oxygen and animals need oxygen, plants release no oxygen. Plants. Forest has many green plants. The green plants produce food by the process of photosynthesis. You all know what is the process of photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is a process in which plants make their own food in the presence of sun. animals, all the animals are called decomposers, consumers. So they obtain their food from others. They depend on plants for food, directly or indirectly, we can say. Directly कैसे? Directly कि अपन plants को खा रहे हैं, हम ले रहे हैं. लेकिन indirectly कैसे? पहले animals को खाते हैं वो flesh. There are some animals, some humans, they eat animals, flesh of other animals. Then और वो animals क्या करते हैं? वो grass खाते हैं, होते हैं ना. So directly or indirectly we depend on the plants. So plants are autotrophs, you all know autotrophs, who make their own food, and animals are heterotrophs, who depend on others. Now decomposers. What are decomposers? The living organisms such as bacteria and fungi which live and feed on dead animals. So these are the decomposers, like microorganisms, fungi and bacteria. These are the decomposers that decompose the things, like biodegradable things, fruits and vegetables. If we dug a pit and throw biodegradable things in it and covered with the layer of soil, so what will happen? It will decomposed by the microorganisms. So microorganisms, okay, so decomposers is a process in which microorganisms decompose the biodegradable things, not a non-biodegradable things. You all know what is biodegradable and non-biodegradable, you all know. So biodegradable is a process in which microorganisms decompose the things such as bacteria and fungi. And scavengers. What is scavengers? You all know the animals who eat dead and decayed or flesh of other animals, that is rot or rotten, जो सड़ चुका हो उसको खाने वाले, वो कहलाते हैं scavengers. And it is scavenger is also known as एनवायरमेंट क्लीनर. ये अपने एनवायरमेंट को क्लीन करता है स्कैवेंजर्स को, ठीक है, क्योंकि ये क्या कर रहा है? डेड एंड डिगेइंग एनिमल्स को खा रहा है. ओके, सो स्कैवेंजर्स आर दोज एनिमल्स विच ईट डेड एंड डिकेड एनिमल्स. So these are the breeds. See these pictures, lions. These are the forest is an ecosystem. I already explained you. Forest play an important role to maintain our ecosystem. It balance our ecosystem. Okay. So in forest we found number of species. Forest is a densely populated. We found a number of trees there. Number of species of trees, shrubs, herbs. Okay, we found large trees, we found tall trees, we found dwarf trees. हम बड़े छोटे सब तरीके के पेड़ हमें मिलते हैं. So an ecosystem is a self-sufficient unit of living things and non-living things, needing only the input of sunlight energy for its function. तो इसके फंक्शन के लिए जो इकोसिस्टम है ये एक सेल्फ सफिशिएंट यूनिट है जो दोनों को चलाता है, लिविंग एज वेल एज नॉन लिविंग. ओके, and the forest is an ecosystem consists plants, animals, decomposers and non-living things. Forest is an ecosystem that consists plants, animals, decomposers and non-living things. You all know what is non-living things, like soil, air, sun. These are non-living things. Third point, there is an interaction between living and non-living things. Yes, there is an interaction. Without interaction, we can't survive. Okay. We need a table. So table is a non-living thing, but we are living things. So we are interacted. Living things interacted to non-living things. Okay. So there is an interaction between living and non-living things. Now, interdependence of components of forest. Interdependence of components. So components are autotrophs, heterotrophs, saprotrophs, decomposers and food chain. These are components and they are interdependent on each other. Okay. Why they are interdependent? They are interdependent on each other because balance our ecosystem. For balancing our ecosystem, to maintain our temperature of the earth. Okay. Forest has a different types of plants and animals. We found number of species and animals. We found number of species and animals in the forest. They are autotrophs, they are heterotrophs, they are saprotrophs and decomposers. So what are autotrophs? Likewise, I already explained you what are autotrophs. So autotrophs are the green plants. Autotrophs are the green plants which prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. In the presence of sunlight. Okay. Autotrophs are the green plants which prepare their own food in the presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide and oxygen. Okay. Carbon dioxide plus oxygen. Now heterotrophs. So heterotrophs are the animals which depend on others. Okay, hetero means depend on other, and auto means self, which prepare their own food, and hetero means depend on other. Okay, so heterotrophs are the animals which get their food directly or indirectly from the plants. We can get the food directly or indirectly from the plants. Now saprotrophs. Saprotrophs are those animals which are feed on dead animals by eating dead animals. So saprotrophs are the animals which feed on dead animals. Okay. Now decomposers. So decomposers are the microorganisms who decompose dead plants and animals into humus or converted into humus. Decomposers are microorganisms which decompose dead plants and animals into humus or converted into humus. Okay, these are called decomposers, and examples of decomposers are microorganisms like bacteria, fungi. Okay, so by the process of decomposers we converted into humus, and humus is a very useful thing because it increases the fertility of soil. It is used in agriculture fields. Plants needed humus. Now food chain. यू ऑल नो व्हाट इज फूड चेन. आप सब लोगों को ये तो पता ही होगा फूड चेन क्या होती है. सो ऑर्गेनिज्म दैट विच फीड ऑन प्लांट्स आर ईटन बाय अदर ऑर्गेनिजम्स एंड सो ऑन और चलता रहे ऐसे कैसे. दैट इज फूड चेन. It is saying organisms which feed on plants are eaten by other organisms and so on to form a food chain. Like for example, grass. Grass is eaten by insect. Then after see, insect is eaten by frog, and after that frog is eaten by snake, and snake is eaten by eagle. So this is a chain, food chain. Okay, so there are many food chains in the forest and all food chains are linked to each other. They are linked to each other. ये एक दूसरे से जुड़ी हुई है. ठीक है. If any food chain is disturbed, it affects other chain also. If any food chain is disturbed, it disturbs other linked also, other chain also. It disturbs other food chain also. So every component of forest depend on one another. If we remove one component like trees, and all the other components are affected. Suppose if we remove trees, so what will affect it? All the organisms remain. They do not, all the organisms, they do not food, they do not get food if we remove the trees. Okay, so it disturbs the ecosystem or it disturbs the food chain. ठीक है. खाएगा कौन? खाने वाले तो है ही नहीं ना. फिर ग्रास कौन खाएगा? If we remove the grass, where will insect go? Insect also die. If we remove frog, then who will eat insect? Insect को कौन खाएगा? So number of populations get increases of insect if we remove the frog. Okay, so these are the interdependence of components of forest. They are all dependent on each other, and this process makes the food chain. ये वाला process से ही क्या बनती है? food chain. I hope you understand. Now, characteristics of trees in forest. What are the characters of the forest? So characteristics of trees in forest. We see number of trees in the forest: tall, short, dwarf, pyramid-like, round, vase, oval, spreading, layered, column, weeping. So number of species we found in the forest. The branchy part of a tree above the stem. The branchy part of the tree above the stem. Stem से ऊपर वाला part is known as crown. It is said to be a crown, or some crown shapes are these: pyramid, round, vase, oval, spreading, layer, column, and weeping. Please understand the definition. It is saying the branchy part, tree above the stem, above the stem. So it is known as crown. It is in crown shape. It is the crown of trees. Okay, trees have two parts. Lower part is known as shoot and upper part is root and shoot. It is divided into two parts. This is root part and this is shoot part. In shoot, it is further divided. This is the stem and upper part is known as crown. Okay, जैसे ताज होता है राजा के सर के ऊपर होता है ना, वैसे ही. So different crowns we found on a different species of plants. The branches of tall trees look like a roof over the other plants in the forest. This is called canopy, and we say this is called canopy. It is look like a roof, and trees have different heights, crowns, shape of leaves, flowers and fruits. They have heights, they have different heights, they have shapes, they have different leaves, they have different flowers, they give different fruits, different types of fruits like apple, banana. अब ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता कि एप्पल का पेड़ ऑरेंज दे रहा हो, नहीं ना. सो इट हैव अ डिफरेंट, they have a different height, shapes, it bears different fruits. Now the structure of forest. Structure of forest. See here the structure of forest. This is the larger plant than this short. It is said to be a canopy, and it is emergent layer. It is a larger tall plant, tall trees. This plant is understory, means the height of these trees is 17 meter. But if we talk about the canopy, it height is 29 meter. Then the largest taller plant trees, it height is 38 meter. And undergrowth like shrubs and herbs, we found this kind of plants. It is we found in undergrowth. Height is 5 meter. Okay, so what is saying the structure of forest? It is saying the 5 layers of forest vegetation is starting top and going down, starting from the top and going down. Okay, starting from the top and going down. So first we find canopy. So what is canopy? Canopy is a above part of the tree. Canopy is a above part of the tree. Understory, it is under the tree. It is short plants, shrub layer, herb layer and forest floor. So canopy, the uppermost branch and leaves of all tall trees which act like a roof over the forest. So what is canopy? It is saying the uppermost branch and leaves of all tall trees, plants which act like a roof, and it is saying canopy. Then understory. Below the canopy consists of smaller trees and tree saplings, has comparatively less sunlight. They get more sunlight as compared to this one. Okay, why they get small sunlight as compared to canopy or tall trees? Because it covered, it act like a roof. Okay, तो ये रूफ के जैसा काम कर रहा है, तो यहाँ पे सन की रेस कम जाती है. That's why it gets low sun rays. Third, shrub layer. In this layer we found number of shrubs, trees or plants which is just below the understory, that is shrub. And it consists mainly mature shrubs and bushes. Now fourth is herb layer. So herb layer, that is the lower layer of vegetation. In forest very little sunlight remains for the plant. all over the forest it has very little sunlight. It get very little sunlight in all over the forest because it is under the growth. It is under story. Okay. Now fifth is forest floor. So in a forest floor, the ground surface. In a forest floor, the ground surface of a forest has many kinds of small leafless plants such as mosses, live birds and leeches, and many kinds of insects and worms. We also find microorganisms also. We also find microorganisms also in the forest, in the down layer of understory. Okay, under the soil we found microorganisms also. Now next, importance of forest. So you all know what is the importance of forest. What we need of the forest. हमें क्या ज़रूरत है? You all know. So importance of forest is we want forest for food. We want forest for wood, to making a art, handicraft item, craft item. We want forest for making furnitures, homes, है ना? We want forest for fruits and vegetables. Forest is a home for many other animals. It is a home and it gives shelters also to other animals. ये बहुत से लोगों का घर भी है. So what it gives, why it is importance? So forest is a natural habitat of a large number of plants and animals. It is a natural habitat of large number of plants and animals. Forest help in maintaining the level of oxygen. It maintains the level of oxygen and carbon dioxide and balance in the atmosphere. Its forests play an important role to maintain the ecosystem, to maintain the balance of atmosphere, okay, of oxygen and carbon dioxide. If oxygen level it decreases, carbon dioxide level is increases, we all get die. Now forest help in bringing good rainfall. Many times you have seen in the forest we get rainfall at any time because of number of trees are there. Okay, so forest always help in bringing good rainfall. Forest also help in maintain the temperature of ecosystem. Forest help to protect soil from erosion. It helps to protect soil from erosion. So we have to increase, or we have to afforestation. You all know what is afforestation. We have to planting more and more trees. If we stop to if we have to stop soil erosion. Okay. Now forests absorb rainwater and helps to maintain water table. What forests do? It absorbs rainwater in the soil and helps to maintain water table. You all find that in the forest we get a good quality, good rainfall. We get medicinal plants, timber and other useful products from forest. You all know. medicinal plants like tulsi, it is a medicinal plant, है ना, we get from forest. Many people live in forest and forest provides them with food, water, shelter and medicine. Many people live in the forest and forests provide them food, water, shelter and medicines. Many peoples like tribes. Tribes are live in forest. जो आदिवासीज होते हैं, आदिवासीज कहाँ रहते हैं? They are live in the forest. And it prevents occurrence of floods because it have a large number of trees. They are densely populated with animals and trees. That's why they prevent occurrence of floods. So this is the importance of forest and many other also. Now, products that we get from forest. Products that we get from forest. So most of the things we found from forest, like we get several useful products from forest like wood, spices, gum, oils, honey, sealing wax, tissue, fodder for animals. You all know what is fodder? Fodder का मतलब होता है चारा जो हम खिलाने जाते हैं ना, that is a waste. Okay. And medicinal plant. These are the products we get from the forest. Okay. Sandalwood, you also know. These are the number of products we get from the forest. See, this is spices, honey, sandalwood, ink, rubber, wax. Okay. Amla, fruits and vegetables. Now balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So plants and animals, it play an important role to maintain the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Forest or plants, they balance oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Okay. They both are, plants and animals, they both are interdependent on each other. Like I says, plants plants release oxygen. Plants release oxygen and oxygen is inhaled by us. Okay, all the other animals or living beings. And animals release carbon dioxide. Okay, they are exchanging their gases. These are exchanging, we are exchanging. Exchanging gases. Okay. So plants give us oxygen and animals release carbon dioxide, and plants also need carbon dioxide. You all know why they need carbon dioxide. They need carbon dioxide for the making of food. Okay, by the process of photosynthesis. So during respiration, plants and animals take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. during photosynthesis in the daytime. Photosynthesis only done in daytime. Okay, so in daytime plants take carbon dioxide and release oxygen. So plants help to maintain the oxygen and carbon dioxide. Plants help to maintain the oxygen and carbon dioxide balance in the atmosphere. So that's why we say plants and animals. Plants and animals, they both are interdependent on each other, and that's why they balance oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Okay, so this is the important role of plants and animals for balancing the oxygen and carbon dioxide in atmosphere. Now why are forest trees being cut down increasingly? Why? क्यों लगातार पेड़ों को काटा जा रहा है? Why? Because the large scale cutting down of forest trees is called deforestation. You all know what is deforestation? Cutting down of trees on a large numbers is called as deforestation. So by cutting down of trees in a large number is called as deforestation. हम लगातार पेड़ों को काटते जाएंगे. It leads to global warming. You all know we are facing global warming, है ना? Some important reasons are to obtain firewood, to obtain timber, to obtain wood for making paper and other craft items. Okay, for making furnitures, woods for making homes. To clear land for cultivations. This is also important. We also need agriculture. Farmers also need a land for the cultivations. If there is no cultivations, peoples don't get food. Peoples do not get food if there is no cultivation. So to clear land for constructions of road, houses and industries. This is also a factor of increasing or cut down of trees increasingly. So to clear land for constructions of roads, we need roads to move from one place to another, or houses for living and industries for manufacturing machines, many important things. We need manufacturers, machines, we need infrastructures. Okay, so that's why humans cutting down trees is increasingly. I hope you all understand. Thank you.